In this video, Orlando Brown talks about how in Hollywood, um, the easiest way to explain it to you is a lot of these people, if you subscribe to like my TikTok or my Instagram, then you see I post videos about death fakers. And if you don't know what a death faker is basically you need to really think hard about all of these Hollywood celebrities, athletes, whatever, that die under mysterious circumstances in Hollywood, similar to others sometimes, or the circumstances look so fake that you feel like a fool trying to act like it's real. And I won't say any names right now because we're not reviewing those particular videos. But I will say that um, Orlando Brown touches on how all of your so-called dead celebrities, your dead Hollywood elite, and when I say Hollywood, I'm counting music, I'm counting, you know, sports, entertainment, everything. Now, when you think about this entire conglomerate, everything leads back to Hollywood. Hollywood is about creating stars, building people up. Hollywood builds people up so that they can use you for their agenda. This is why you see these child stars. They they appear to us to have everything in the world, to be on top of the world. But you see they wind up drug addicts, they wind up sociopaths, they wind up suicidal, and many of them homicidal. And you wonder like what went wrong with what looked like such a perfect career. Started as a child, got to do commercials, TV, movies, everything. And then it's like once these kids hit teenage years, it's like their life just becomes expedited. They grow up real fast. They've already been to 2, 3 different rehab centers by the time they're like 15. And you wonder what's going on that's, producing these type of situations. Well, you got to look at the Hollywood grooming process. And in this video, Orlando Brown, what he's going to do is he's going to tell you about how, as I was saying a second ago, these celebrities fake their deaths. I don't have to name them, but Orlando is going to tell you about how they do spirit transferring and how, the prosthetic masking. See, this is something that I got a video coming about the prosthetic masking. Uh, Former CIA master of disguise, Jonah Mendez, this information was just made public, I believe, 2015. So this is new information to the public about the whole prosthetics program. We've been seeing this in movies forever. We go to the show and we see Thor, we see the X-Men, we see the clumps, we see everything. We see the prosthetics and we see it getting better. We see even in movies where they do documentaries or they do biopics where it's like they'll have a well-known character put on prosthetics and you'll be able to recognize the character. They do that on purpose. But you see they look so much different. They look older, they look, like a monster, whatever. But what Orlando is going to talk about is how when you know how to look at Hollywood, you can go down Hollywood Boulevard, you can go down Skid Row and see some famous folks that are supposed to be dead. I know people think this is far-fetched or whatever, but there are a lot of sightings of, doppelgangers, or you see we could just take rap. You see certain artists will die or they will exit the world stage, and then you'll get a new artist comes in similar to this person, but like this person 2.0, or like a weak knockoff of this person. Or it's kind of like you'll see where this person's actually, when you go back and you look into the person's background, you find out these people were always actors. They have backgrounds connected to the industry already. This is nepotism. Is Hollywood draws itself in. It has, when people think that they're going to go to Hollywood and just boom. No, you have to know somebody who knows somebody, and you have to be connected in with folks. And a lot of times it's family. But we're going to check out this video with Orlando, where he's going to basically expound on a lot of, kind of in a very playful way on what I just told you. And, Tasha is shocked. She's acting like she's like, okay. Because I know Tasha's heard all of this stuff, for real. I know, man, Tasha ain't dumb. Tasha heard all of this stuff. She know this stuff. She in Atlanta, the new Black Hollywood, Tyler Perry down there. Come on, man. It's like, she see it. But Orlando is just so open with it that it's crazy. It's crazy that he's talking about the mask, and then he goes back to talking about how when I brought up a point of videos when we were talking about the Hollywood parties and about the casting couches, about World War One. World War One was a very specific time. That's when a lot of technology, a lot of information, because you got to think about, those scientists that wound up here from in other countries. I don't even want to go into that right now, but there are a lot of movies, documentaries about them. Just go look it up. But they brought different types of technology, and different types of what would later be called world stagecraft, where you don't even have to actually do what you say you're going to do. You can fake it on a grand scale as a world stage psyop. And if it's right, it'll live on because it becomes what's in people's minds. That's why when we see these celebrities, they give us these celebrities, these characters. They give us these characters. The celebrity is a character. And excuse me. And the character is then presented to the world stage. Once the character is presented to the world stage, you start to favor songs from the character. You favor football games they played in. You favor movies they did, whatever. You become a fan, a fanatic. You start to follow the character, and you become emotionally attached to them. Now, at specific ages, dealing with certain numbers, 21, 27, 42, 33, we can go on. These characters exit the world stage. They die, usually from a drug overdose in a hotel somewhere or in a room. They were in the wrong place at the wrong time and they got shot, or whatever, this, that, and the third. It all ties back into Hollywood, because a lot of times when these people supposedly die, they'll even tell you they're going to exit the world stage. Chadwick Boseman, when they kept asking him after the movie Black Panther, well, what's going on with the second one and everything? He said, I'm dead. It's like, what you mean you're dead? So he said, I'm dead. It's this and that. Now, if you're going to say I'm dead, standing on the red carpet, talking to a reporter, and then you die later from cancer, supposedly, at 42, one of your most famous photos is you wearing a 42 cap and you play, Mr. 42. This is all metascripted language that's over the public's head. 42 is a very significant number. It's in everything. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. It's in the new movie, Everything All at Once and all that. It's in that movie. Number 42 is the basic catalyst of the movie. but you see that number coming up a lot. They bring it up in rap songs. Drake says it all the time. Lil Baby says it all the time. You know, you hear people insert it where it's like, did it have to be 42? But that's what everything is. You know, they're using code languages. But to the prosthetic masking, sometimes you're presented with people, and these people aren't even who they are. You've always seen an image presented. This is why I say they give you world stage characters. Like they give you somebody like Michael Jackson, as you know, when we saw his face transform and everything. Now, we don't know if Mike actually cut his face all up, because Akon and Jason Weaver had experiences with him where Mike went and put on prosthetics and was able to walk around the general public as a Caucasian male that looked nothing like Mike because of high stage prosthetics that wasn't even available knowledge to the public until 2015, like I said, with Jonah Mendez. Orlando Brown is the first celebrity I've heard like just blurt it out and just,
you are allowed to live forever. And these people talking about everyone that's supposed to be dead. There is
in the industry.
In the industry.
Okay.
You know, when you walk around with the fake face and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna open up. It's like this is not. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to know that since World War I, we've been taught by the Indians and all this other shit how to take skin people and wear their faces to infiltrate families and this, that, and the other. This is something that has been going on since World War I, and now we've conquered the art of exchanging spirits, trading spirits. So it's supposed to be hard to identify, but when it comes down to it, this world of Hollywood, this wicked world is what they call it. Some people call it Hollyweird. You could literally go to Hollywood and if you open your eyes, it will manifest to you. They'll be right there in front of you.
The people who are trading
the people who are on the walls, the people who are idolized, are laying in their vomit on Hollywood Boulevard, and you have to open your eyes and to sell you.
Is this the Illuminati?
Well, it's not my family. It's not my family. I can't blame that on me and my family, but I can't blame it on others. I could blame it on those that caused the harm on themselves by coming to the Illuminati and trying to sacrifice themselves to get ahead. Can't blame those people.
This exists. These people are doing whatever they got to do to stay alive and to ensure that their throne
is kept. That's not none of my business. I warn how I warn. When you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they're not finna turn me into no horse. They're
not about to turn him into no damn horse. I am done.
So yeah, I'm good on that.
He basically broke down how he told her, you have to open your eyes. Open your eyes when you go to Hollywood. Open your eyes when you look at Hollywood, and you can see some of the people that are supposed to be dead. Some of them are on skit, some of them are playing the roles of other people. We'll do videos on that later. But he's basically dropped so many jewels on her. Like when he talked about World War I and the skinning of the faces technology and how that was. And basically that's what I'm telling you. This is what evolves into stagecraft. This is what goes over the general public's head. But he talks about Raven Simone Raven talk often, more often than people know, through social media, not even direct accounts, but that she knows how to jump from person to person spiritually, or from different living thing spiritually. We heard this said about Beyonce with one of her former drummers, that said Beyonce stalked her and she haunted her spiritually and emotionally through her cat, through this girl's pet cat. Her cat changed, and it started being evil after the fallout with Beyonce. And people think this shit is because there are is operating over your head, which is why they call you layman, which is why they consider you just useless eater. You're the lab rats. You know, the people that refuse to look beyond what's just right there presented in front of you. Orlando is dropping jewels on you, man. Orlando is trying to tell you. But when he's telling you about Raven Simone, he said Raven is in that room.
It's I'ma be silent because I know something that he not supposed to know. He don't know this. So I'm gonna stay. This is what Raven's thing. I know something that he don't know. I'm gonna stay silent.
You're saying that's what Raven. That's why Raven hasn't said anything.
And so she's gonna be, I don't know, whatever. But it's like I don't know. But right now in my life, where I'm at with that is just like, yo, I love this shit out of her, and she's silent, weird.
And you guys were really close.
No, it's just fucking weird, dude. It's weird. The shit that's in my DM, like, yo, what the fuck is she? Planet is she on? What is she doing? Like, this fucking character that's supposed to be Green Eyed Girl. The Green Eyed Raven is Raven.
I'm not about to do this.
I'm saying Green Eyed Raven is Raven. Is Raven had green? I was it because the Raven I know her eyes is brown. I don't know about this green eyed bitch that's running around here talking about something. You know, I don't know Orlando. I don't know that person. What I do know is that Raven's short, stubby. You know, you know, that's what Raven was. I don't know this green eyed girl. I think that's Janet Jackson.
Is that sound picking up on the?
It's been too long. Come on, baby. It's been too long. That's just 1,000. It's too long. You can't do that. That's not cool. That's not cool. It don't make no sense. We all looking like, yo, for real. What the fuck did Orlando do to you that's that goddamn bad? That you just cannot. You just won't. Like, what is that serious? All right, cool. All right, it's serious. We all watching though, because you look fucking crazy. That's what it is. It's like, yo, you look fucking nuts. Everybody else is fucking with Orlando, but she not fucking with Orlando. All right, that's cool. That's her. She grown, whatever. But it just look weird. That's all I'm saying.
When's the last time you guys did talk?
We talking right now, Raven.
When's the last time you and Raven did talk?
I'm tired of bullshit. You understand me? I'm tired of it. No. The only thing about it is like this. Like, you know, we talk and it's like I said, it's roundabout. Supposed to know it's this, not supposed to know it. It's fucking awkward, weird. Let's get over it.
So like someone else DM you?
No, it's like the spirit change thing. So I'm telling you, it's like she's sitting right here, and I can't say that it's Raven because it's Raven, or she's sitting over there, and then oh my gosh, it's Raven. But how do you explain that? Is he
don't present to us? He did a lot. He told her Raven was sitting right there. She's looking at him like he was crazy because he pointed to her assistant. First he pointed to her, then he pointed to her assistant. Meaning these people can jump. These people are part of orders that you don't understand. This A$AP Rocky standing inside of a giant pentagram with the rest of his A$AP mob standing there while he holds this big ass book and candles are all around him and stuff like that. Y'all be thinking this stuff is a joke. It's not a joke. This is what Hollywood is Orlando is somebody that's been involved with it since he was a child. What you're seeing is you're seeing a person that's like defecting. He's kind of partly unplugged by default, possibly because of all the trauma he's been through, but he's dropping hella breadcrumbs.